Hello everyone. In today's session, we will see about the application of diodes. So there are lots of applications of diode because we are making a diode by using one p-type semiconductor that we are combining with one n-type semiconductor. And when we are giving external power supply to the diode, we are saying biasing to the diode. And when we are giving external supply to the diode at that time in forward bias conditions, there is an increment in a current with respect to supply voltage. Current will start to increase from cut-in voltage, or we are saying that voltage as a threshold voltage. If we see for silicon, threshold voltage value is 0.7 volt. For germanium, its value is 0.3 volt. We have seen that concept. So if we are using diode in a forward bias, we can use that as a closed switch. And if we are using diode in a reverse bias, we can use that as an open switch or a off switch. So here if you see, there are lots of applications of a diode. These are like design of a rectifier circuit. You will get lots of applications from a diode. By using a diode, we can convert analog voltage or analog current into a digital by using a rectifier circuit. Again, if you see, by using a diode, we can use clipper clamper. Clipper clamper means what? If we are supposed to allow to flow only some value of voltage and we are supposed to block, at that time we can use this circuit. These are the electronic circuit which we are making by using a diode. After that, we can use diode as a Zener diode circuit because by using a diode, by using a P and N type semiconductor, we can make simple diode, that is a PN junctions, which we are using in a forward biasing. Either we can use PN or we can make, by using a PN junction, we can make that diode we can call as a Zener, which will be useful in a reverse bias. We have not seen Zener diode yet. We will see thoroughly, but only remember, if we are supposed to use in a reverse bias condition, at that time Zener diode is a suitable. We can't use simple PN junction diode. Why? Because if you see, in forward bias, we are getting large amount of current with respect to given supply voltage. But in reverse bias, there is a very small amount of current will flow in a breakdown region. After that, you will get their increment in a current with respect to voltage, but that voltage is not remaining constant. But if you see the working principle of Zener diode, at that time you will get, in the reverse bias condition, you will get increment in a current in a constant value of a voltage. That's why we can use Zener diode as a voltage regulator. There will be question in MCQ will like Zener diode's best application as, they will give the four options. They will give rectifier, they will give voltage regulator, they will give amplifier, all of the above. You are supposed to understand, if we are using Zener diode, it will give in a constant voltage increment in a current, due to which we can use Zener diode as a voltage regulator. So voltage regulator is the best application given by a Zener diode. Okay. So after that, we are supposed to see photodiode and a LED. Photodiode, which will take the light and which will convert that light into a current. Exactly vice versa of a photodiode, that will be the LED, which will take the electricity and that will convert that electricity into a light. मतलब यदि ये electricity ले रहा है and it will converted that into a light, it means what? If it is giving us a different color of light, that time we are saying that electronic device, that diode as a LED. It is also a type of diode, but ये क्या कर रहा है, ये करंट को ले रहा है, वोल्टेज को ले रहा है और वो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को हमको लाइट में कन्वर्ट करके दे रहा है। हमारा जो सिंपल डायोड है दैट वी कैन यूज एज अ रेक्टिफिकेशन पर्पस, दैट वी कैन यूज इन अ फॉरवर्ड बायसिंग. Zener diode we can use as a voltage regulator, and LED and photodiode where is the concept of light, that time we can use photodiode or a LED because photodiode is taking a light and LED is emitting a light, मतलब ये light दे रहा है, वो light ले रहा है. So these are the different applications of a diode. We will see firstly about the rectifiers. Rectifier means what? What does mean by rectification? There is a question in MCQ. Rectification. It is the process of. They will give 4 options: AC to DC, DC to DC, DC to DC conversion. None of these. At that time, you are supposed to understand rectification. It is the process of converting alternating voltage or alternating current into a corresponding direct voltage or a direct current. सिंपल डेफिनेशन क्या होगी? जो एसी वोल्टेज या करंट को डीसी वोल्टेज या करंट में कन्वर्ट कर रहा है, दैट डिवाइस वी आर कॉलिंग एज अ रेक्टिफायर. वॉइस आ रहा है सभी को अच्छी से? स्क्रीन दिख रहा है? ओके, गुड 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 गुड. Yes, yes, yes. It's enough now. You guys can mute now. Understand? Okay. So here, because we are supposed to finish lots of syllabus and we are having very less time, because of that, maybe you thought speed is not that much okay. Speed is high, but if you see, we are supposed to cover 4 units in 1 month. That's why we are supposed to see all these concepts. Okay. So here you can see already we have seen about the rectifier. There are 2 types: half wave, full wave. Full wave again divided into 2 types. Which types? Full wave rectifier with a center tap transformer, or we can say that rectifier as a 2 diode rectifier. And full wave rectifier is divided into another type, that is nothing but a bridge rectifier, or you can say as a 4 diode. So here firstly we will see the block diagram of a power supply. So here we are supposed to make a power supply. If you see all electronic circuit, if you will see all this electronic circuit will needed a DC voltage to do operations. And here the DC supply voltage you will get from a single phase AC transformer. That's why if you see at the input we are giving AC mains, AC supply, you can say AC main or a AC supply. We are giving that power supply to the transformer. So we can say as all electronic devices needed DC voltage for their operations, and DC supply voltage we will get from DC voltage supply we will get from a single phase AC transformer. So here the block diagram of a power supply will consist of transformer, rectifier, filter, voltage regulator. Regulator means what? If we are giving their voltage, it will regulate, it will give their constant voltage. So here that transformer we are using, that is the step down transformer. There are 2 types of the transformer: step up, step down. Step down means what? If we are giving larger amount of voltage to the primary winding of a transformer, and it will convert that into a less amount of required less amount of voltage, तो हम उसको step down बोलते हैं. और यदि हम इनपुट जो प्राइमरी वाइंडिंग को जो वोल्टेज दे रहे हैं, if we are giving the input voltage to the primary winding of a transformer and it is in a less amount, and we are supposed to convert that into a larger amount, at that time we are supposed to use step up, but here we are supposed to use step down transformer. In our whole syllabus, if you see here, you will need it mostly as a step down transformer. But in electrical engineering, basic electrical engineering, you will be needed their transformer step up as well as a step down. So you are supposed to understand what does mean by step down and a step up. So here we are giving single phase AC supply to the transformer. So here if you see, after the transformer, we are giving the output of transformer to the rectifier. And already we have seen about the rectifier. What is the use of rectifier? Rectifier will convert AC voltage into a pulsating DC voltage. So here at the output of rectifier, you will get the voltage. That is DC. But which DC? That is not a direct voltage. Just wait for a minute. I will say. Okay, so here if you see, there you will get the pulsating DC, मतलब जो हमको पल्स के फॉर्म में मिल रहा है. इट इज नॉट अ कांस्टेंट वैल्यू. जो हमें, हम यदि साइनोसाइडल इनपुट दे रहे हैं तो हाफ वेव में हमको हाफ वेव के लिए पल्सेटिंग डीसी मिल रहा है, एंड फुल वेव या फिर ब्रिज रेक्टिफायर के लिए हमें कैसे मिल रहा है? वी विल गेट देयर पल्सेटिंग बट इट इज फॉर अ कंटिन्यूअस साइकिल. 0 से पाई बाय 2 के लिए भी मिल रहा है, पाई बाय 2 से पाई के लिए भी, 3 पाई बाय 2, ऑल यू आर गेटिंग देयर. 3 पाई बाय 2 से 2 पाई के लिए भी. इट मीन्स व्हाट? कंटिन्यूअसली you will get their pulsating DC output. But here we are supposed to convert AC into a constant DC. Because of that reason, we are using after that a filter. So what is the use of filter? Here, when we are giving the pulsating DC voltage which you will get from a rectifier to the filter, at that time filter will ripple the pulsating DC voltage and it will give us the pure DC voltage. मतलब जो ripple था, it will convert that ripple voltage into a pure DC voltage. So ripple is nothing but ripple, that is the AC part of a voltage which you can minimize by using a filter. जो हमको हाफ वेव, जो हमें हाफ वेव या फुल वेव में पल्स में मिल रहा है, आई विल शो यू द डायग्राम, देन यू विल अंडरस्टैंड. सी हियर, ये when we are giving the input voltage sinusoidal to the half wave, already this concept we have seen. At that time, when diode in a forward bias, you will get the current which will be from 0 to pi, pi to 2 pi. The diode will be in the reverse bias, due to which you will not get any amount of current. Again, from 2 pi to 3 pi, you will get the current. So that current we are saying as a pulsating DC, but we don't require that pulsating. We will require constant. हमें एक constant horizon चाहिए, हमें constant voltage चाहिए, हमें एक pulse में नहीं चाहिए, due to which we are supposed to use their filter. So filter will minimize the AC voltage. After that, we are using their voltage regulator. So we can say the filtered output is applied to the voltage regulator which will try to keep DC voltage constant. After the filter, you will get the voltage that is the DC. But if there are some ripples, if there is some content of a AC voltage, by using a voltage regulator, you will get constant amount of voltage. तुम्हें वहां पे एकदम कांस्टेंट वोल्टेज मिल जाएगा by using a regulator. So this is the block diagram of a power supply. It is the basic use of diode. As you guys are studying the basic electronics engineering subject, diode is the basic component of a electronic. So you are supposed to understand basic application of diode is its DC regulated power supply. Why we are saying DC regulated? Because it is converting AC into DC and it is giving DC that is not a pulsating. It is a regulated. It means what? It is a constant voltage. So this is the block diagram for the power supply and these are the blocks. Transformer, after that we are supposed to use rectifier, after that filter, after that regulator. Now we are supposed to see the rectifier. Rectifier means what? It is an electronic device which convert alternating AC voltage into a pulsating DC voltage or alternating current into a pulsating DC current. वोल्टेज या करंट को एसी का ये कन्वर्ट करके देगा हमें डीसी में. So this is the rectifier. If you see, rectifier is basically divided into two types, half wave, full wave. But full wave rectifier is again divided into two types. These are center tap and a bridge rectifier. So here we can see the basic block diagram for a half wave. In previous session, when we have seen half wave, at that time I already told you that we are supposed to use here, instead of direct पावर सप्लाई, जो हमने एसी पावर सप्लाई यूज किया है, इंस्टेड ऑफ इफ यू यूज द इनपुट ट्रांसफॉर्मर, दैट इज नथिंग बट अ स्टेप डाउन, you will get a full marks, because in a rectifier we are supposed to use step down transformer, one diode and one load that as a resistor. This is the basic component required to make half wave rectifier. There you will get a question in MCQ. To construct half wave rectifier, we will require transformer, 2 diode, load, transformer, 4 diode, load, transformer, 1 diode, load. You are supposed to understand you will require 1 diode for half wave. Full wave rectifier, is there any issue? Okay. Full wave rectifier with center tap, if they are asking, you are supposed to understand you will require 2 diode. If bridge rectifier, you will require 4 diode. If there is a full wave rectifier, at that time, if that full wave rectifier with a 2 diode, you will require their center tap transformer. And in half wave and in bridge rectifier, you will require which transformer? You will require their step down transformer. Here if you see, we are giving the name input transformer. But if you see the diagram, you will understand प्राइमरी साइड में जो वाइंडिंग है, वाइंडिंग मतलब ये कॉइल का जो स्ट्रक्चर है, ये कंटिन्यूअसली जो कॉइल का स्ट्रक्चर है, दिस इफ यू सी दिस स्ट्रक्चर, टू द प्राइमरी साइड वी आर हैविंग हायर वाइंडिंग एज कंपेयर टू द secondary winding, due to which we are saying that transformer as a step down, and here we are using a step down transformer. So we can say half wave rectifier will consist of single phase power supply which we will give to the primary winding of a step down transformer. You will get the secondary output, that is at the secondary winding, which you are supposed to give to the diode. And if we are giving the power supply at that time, in positive half cycle, diode will behave as a forward bias, due to which here you can see the diagram for the forward bias and the diagram for the reverse bias. So if diode is in a forward bias in a positive half cycle, when A is positive, B is negative, मतलब जो तुम्हारा वाइंडिंग है उसका ऊपर का टर्मिनल पॉजिटिव है, नीचे का टर्मिनल निगेटिव है, at that time this diode will behave as a forward bias, due to which this diode will behave as a closed switch or a on switch, due to which you will get current will flow at the load, through the load. So you can see you will get the current, that is the pulsating. This is the pulsating. ये RL के across जो waveform है, this is the pulsating DC. But when diode is in a reverse bias, when A is negative terminal, B is positive, you can see in the next half cycle. पॉजिटिव हाफ हमने ऊपर दिया है. रिद्धि, you all are supposed to join class on a time, because if you miss the previous you will not get the remaining. Okay, so see here, when we are giving negative supply to the to the rectifier, which rectifier? Half wave rectifier. At that time, PN junction diode will behave as a reverse bias or it will behave as a off switch, due to which we are making that as a open circuit, due to which there will be no amount of current will flow. You can see here I have already written EDC as a 0 volt, because when this diode is a reverse bias, you will not get any amount of voltage or current across that load resistor. This is the basic principle of operation for half wave rectifier. Now you can see here, this is the waveform. There will be the question. Now this time you are supposed to face for the MCQ, but if there is a descriptive question, there you will get the question like draw a waveform for half wave rectifier. At that time only you are supposed to draw this waveform. No need to draw circuit diagram for the rectifier. No need to explain the working. If there is a question, draw. And if they are giving the question, explain the working principle of half wave rectifier with its waveform. You are supposed to draw the diagram, सर्किट डायग्राम फॉर हाफ वेव जो ऊपर के साइड में है ये वेव फॉर्म एंड ऑल एक्सप्लेनेशन यू आर सपोज टू राइट. सो हियर यू कैन सी ये जो ऊपर का है सेकेंडरी वोल्टेज, दिस इज वी आर गिविंग व्हेन वी आर गिविंग सप्लाई वोल्टेज टू द transformer step down, you will get this secondary voltage, and when we are giving this voltage at that time in the first half cycle you will get load voltage and load current. But if you see, as compared to, if you see our supply voltage, we are giving supply voltage from 0 to pi positive, pi to 2 pi negative, but when we are giving negative you will not get any amount of voltage or current, due to which load voltage और load current का जब हमने डायग्राम ड्रॉ किया है वेवफॉर्म at that time only for positive half cycle you are supposed to draw the load voltage and load current. Again from 2 pi to 3 pi there is a positive cycle, due to which you will get load voltage, load current. After that again you will not get for negative half cycle, again for positive half cycle you will get load voltage, load current. And this is the voltage across diode. If you see voltage across diode, I have drawn here nothing, but for a silicon, if we are making this diode by using silicon, that voltage is a 0.7 volt. If you see voltage across diode, मैंने क्या किया है पॉजिटिव हाफ साइकिल के लिए जीरो से ड्रॉ किया है. But if we are making a diode by using silicon, there is a voltage 0.7. It is very less. That's why we are taking that as a 0 volt. And if that voltage, that diode we are making by using a, ये जो डायोड है if we are making by using germanium, that voltage will be 0.3 volt and it is very less. Because of that we can take directly as a 0 volt. तुम 0 volt ले सकते हो या फिर 0.3 या फिर 0.7, या तुम यहाँ पे जैसे ड्रॉ किया है 0, you can derive. After that in negative half cycle, the last waveform, last one, in negative half cycle we are saying negative. Why? Because this is the peak inverse voltage, PIV. It is nothing but a peak inverse voltage. It is maximum reverse input voltage and it is which we are giving. तो maximum input कितना दे रहे हैं हम? Maximum, if you see in the load voltage we are giving from 0 to, जो मैक्सिमम होता है, मैक्सिमम वोल्टेज इन द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक लैंग्वेज वी कैन यूज फॉर मैक्सिमम PEAK, पिक वर्ड, पिक मतलब मैक्सिमम. So we are giving maximum that we can consider V suffix M, मतलब maximum voltage. But this is the PIV, peak मतलब peak inverse voltage, inverse मतलब negative, due to which you are supposed to show in the negative half cycle in the downward side, due to which it is a minus Vm. This is the negative input voltage, or we can say it is a maximum negative voltage. So if there is a definition, define PIV. So we can say PIV stands for peak inverse voltage, and this is the maximum negative voltage which appears across diode when diode is not conducting. जब डायोड कंडक्ट नहीं हो रहा है मतलब, और यू कैन से it is the peak inverse voltage, it is the maximum input voltage across. सभी को नहीं आ रही है आवाज? Am I audible to you? बेटा मे भी आपके वहां पे कुछ इश्यू रहेगा, because if you see in this online session we are not getting that much time, and if you all are like means putting issue at that time, you will not get that much time na. So maybe there is issue, please sort out your issue when you are attending any class, any online. I am not talking only for the basic electronics. If you are attending any class, at that time you are supposed to sit in a um, where you will get a net, जहां तुमको नेट का असेसिबिलिटी ज्यादा है वहां पे बैठो, मतलब तुम अच्छी से क्लास कर पाओगे. Okay, so see here we can say it is the maximum input voltage across a diode when diode is in a reverse bias. It is a simple definition because you all know about the reverse bias. Reverse bias में क्या होता है? Diode will not behave as a conducting. There will be no amount of current will flow. तो अब किसी का क्वेश्चन रहेगा? Riddhi, I have already joined you. Again, you have. Okay. See here. What we are saying. अब किसी का क्वेश्चन रहेगा कि यहाँ पे तो मैम हम बोल रहे हैं वोल्टेज ही नहीं है, फिर आप इतना मैक्सिमम कैसे बता सकते हो? दिस इज द पीक इनवर्स वोल्टेज, दिस इज द इनपुट वोल्टेज, दिस इज नॉट द आउटपुट, ड्यू टू विच वी आर शोइंग, because it is the maximum negative voltage which appears across a diode when diode is in a reverse bias and when diode is not conducting. So we can say the value for peak inverse voltage is a minus Vm. But as you all know, if we are taking modulus value of anything, that will be positive or negative? That will be positive. So if we are calculating PIV and if we are taking its magnitude, at that time we are supposed to take its modulus form. तो modulus में minus Vm है तो भी हमें क्या मिल जाएगा? You will get positive Vm. So we can say the value for PIV is a Vm holds. And when diode is in a reverse bias, at that time only you will get peak inverse voltage. These are the some parameters for a rectifier. PIV for half wave, PIV for full wave, PIV for bridge. Again, if you see, there are lots of parameters we are supposed to understand for a this rectifier. So this is nothing but a average DC load current. There are different parameters we are supposed to remember these formulas, because this time you are supposed to go for the MCQ exam, and at that time you will require all these formulas, because they will ask numerical as well as they will ask ripple factor for bridge rectifier. They will give 4 value. You are supposed to understand. Now we are supposed to finish rectifier, its parameter. After that, only one topic is remaining from a first unit. This is the special diodes. After finishing that, I will I will give in the group the notes for first unit, assignment for first unit, and some MCQs on the first unit. You all are supposed to finish assignment by using that notes. You are supposed to study through all these notes. If you will not get any, you can ask me, you can call me. And you all are supposed to go through these MCQs. I have already given their answers, and where description is necessary, there I have given description also. So please go through all these. आफ्टर दैट यू विल गेट ऑल दिस फॉर्मूलाज. क्योंकि ऑनलाइन में इतना जल्दी कैचअप नहीं कर पाओगे तुम, क्योंकि तुम नोट्स भी नहीं लिख रहे हो. आई हैव गारंटी ऑन यू. Very few from you, they will taking the class seriously. Remaining are only, they are going here and there, and they are only attending this class for the attendance. I know. Okay, so please don't do like this, because this is not that much simple subject, and this time you are supposed to go for the online exam. So it is very simple to pass, to crack, because they are giving the 4 options. So you will get, when you will get, if you will study, and out of 6 only you are supposed to learn this time 4 units. So it is very simple for you to score good marks in all subjects. So please take serious and do all the lectures, and please concentrate. Okay, so here this is the average DC load current. We are studying this for the half wave rectifier. So what is mean by average load DC current? If you see, by using a rectifier, we are converting AC into a DC. So average DC load current is nothing but it is the output DC current, which you will get across the output के side में हमने क्या connect करते हैं हम? We are connecting at the output load. हम क्या कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं यहाँ आउटपुट पे? ये लोड रेजिस्टर्स, ड्यू टू विच you are supposed to say that as a DC load current. So we can say the it is the DC load current which you will get across the load resistor, and you can say this is the value of load current which you will get for complete one cycle. Complete one cycle मतलब क्या है? You are not supposed to take this current from 0 to pi. You are supposed to take this current for complete one cycle, मतलब 0 से 2 pi तक. In half cycle you are getting the current, in half cycle you are not getting any amount of current. We are saying in negative half cycle you are getting zero current, 0 ampere current. But for the output current you are supposed to measure the current for total one half cycle. If this class will get ended, you are supposed to again join this class by using the same ID and password, because by using Zoom only we can take for 45 minutes, but we are having 1 hour lecture, so we can again rejoin this class. Okay. Now see here what we are saying. DC average load current. It is the value of load current which you will get across the output of rectifier at the load resistor, and this is the value of current considering one complete cycle. Complete cycle means from 0 to 2 pi. So you can say here, when mathematically we are giving single phase supply to the primary winding, at the secondary winding you will get the current, that is Im sin omega t. So why we are taking sin omega t? Because if you see, this is the sinusoidal waveform. I have already written here also, you can see. When we are giving the power supply, it is the sinusoidal waveform, due to which we are supposed to take that as a sin omega t. So what does mean by omega? It is the angular velocity. And if you see omega equal to 2 pi f, this is the basic formula for the omega. Omega equal to 2 pi f. F is nothing but it is the frequency, supply frequency. So you can take ES equal to ESM. It is the voltage, supply maximum voltage. SM मतलब supply maximum. साइन ओमेगा टी, साइन ओमेगा की जगह तुम क्या लिख सकते हो? 2 पाई एफ टी, बिकॉज ओमेगा का बेसिक फॉर्मूला है ओमेगा इज एंगुलर वेलोसिटी. यू कैन टेक ओमेगा इक्वल टू 2 पाई एफ. सो हियर यू कैन सी. Now average DC load current at the secondary winding you will get Im sin omega t. But here we are saying for positive half cycle we are getting the current, but for negative cycle pi से 2 pi के लिए लोड करंट का वैल्यू क्या रहेगा? 0. IL equal to 0. And for positive half cycle IL equal to Im sin omega t from 0 to pi, and pi to 2 pi 0. If you will solve, you will get the value of IDC equal to Im by pi. These are the basic mathematically equations I have already given in the notes, but for you guys simple, you can only remember the direct main formulas. For the half wave rectifier, IDC is a Im by pi. It is enough for you, because if you will go through these equations, you are supposed to understand lots of parameters for half wave, full wave and for the bridge rectifier. तो इतना तुम्हारे लिए बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो जाएगा फॉर द फर्स्ट ईयर स्टूडेंट्स.